Is it a bit, when you win so many in a row, is it strange when you don't win? You get so accustomed to it, or I know it's a results-driven business, but I wonder if it's a bit different because you'd gone so long being victorious.
I think it's hard to swallow any time you lose a game, whether it's 5 in a row or after you've won 9 in a row. I think there's a lot of confidence. Guys, the expectation is to win every game. I think there's a strong feeling in the room that way. And yesterday, I think guys were really disappointed. And, but I think it was a good frustration.
In a game like that, you kind of, like normally a 7-4 loss, you kind of lose momentum. But you get the sense that that's not really the case. Like you played a pretty solid game. You do that, like Leon said, 9 times out of 10, you're going to win 9 out of 10.
Yeah, no, I thought it was good. In the first period, we're down 2-0, but overall, I thought it was a good period. And maybe the second period might have been our best on the season. And then the third wasn't our best. There were some mistakes. We gave some odd man rushes. And, the result wasn't there. But anyways, we just want to build up a lot of what we did yesterday. There's some things that we can change and alter a little bit, but I love the execution. I love the work ethic, and we're just trying to replicate that more.
What have you seen from, I know you're just getting to know Stuart. He's been interesting for us to talk to over the last couple of years, usually very positive. A lot of times if he has a bad game, he'll say, well, I'm glad that happened to me and now I can learn from it. Have you ever kind of seen that from a player before, or just sort of his mindset is a very sort of positive one, I've thought?
Well, I think you have to if you're going to be successful in the NHL, because there's the pressure, and not only for pressure for an NHL player, but for a goalie. So much scrutiny. It's people always, any mistake that you do make as a forward doesn't usually get recognized. A defenseman, you probably recognize a little more, but those goalies all the time. So I think he's very positive, very professional, very good makeup of what a goalie should have mentally for a long, successful NHL career.
Do you, I don't know if you want to say if you've decided on your goalie or where you're kind of at, something you think about along with Dustin Schwartz in the group?
Yeah, we have a plan. We haven't set it out, decided yet. But we looked at the schedule, and we probably look 2 weeks out and kind of have a plan on when each guy will play, and then as you get closer, we massage it a little bit, and the day before the game, we usually solidify that plan.
Kris, the fourth line guys didn't score last night, but they drew 2 penalties. Does the coach obviously notice that too? I mean, if they're not scoring, they're putting the big guns on the power play.
Well, they drew 2 penalties, and that's probably 0.4 goals. So they do that 2 games in a row. It's as good as scoring a goal. I've been very happy with that fourth line. They've been playing well, and unfortunately, I know their ice time was anywhere between 8 and 9.5 minutes. The way they're playing, I'd like to give them more, but I also thought everybody else was playing pretty well yesterday too. So, I liked what they're providing our team.
What does Ryan McLeod have to do better?
He has to get lucky. I think he's doing a lot of things. He's getting shots on goal. He's going to the net. It's unfortunate. I changed the Janmark, Fogle, McLeod line. They had been playing so well together. And unfortunately for him, we took those 2 wingers that he had a lot of chemistry with. Now he's building chemistry with 2 new guys. I think he'll do that. I think he's driving play. He might not be scoring goals, and often you look at the scoring, you see how a player's doing. How many goals does he have? How many assists does he have? And if he's not having those, they're not contributing. And I don't think that's the story on him at all. I think he's providing our team with a lot of positive attributes.
So you guys gained a lot of ground with that 8-game win streak. Is there value in having a little bit of breathing room and not having to play the season from the edge of a cliff?
we're always going to be forced to win games, and there's always going to be that pressure. We'll obviously we want to make up some ground, and instead of being 15 points of a playoff spot, you're only a couple. So it's a couple weeks ago it was almost a must-win game all the time. Right now we're not in a must-win situation, but we want to have some luxury of maybe it's okay if we lose a game, and I don't think we're not nearly at that point.
Did it feel different last night coming in to speak and have to speak about a loss? You'd won all the other games post-game, and guys are asking you questions about the win. You're 8-0, so did it feel a little different or no? The question's a little different.
Well, I knew the questions. I thought we played well, and I knew I was getting prepared for a question about the goaltending, because that has been a story a lot. And look at the goaltending we've gotten through this stretch, and we were on this streak. Skinner understands that wasn't his best game, but he'd been playing so well, and a lot of him playing well was us playing with more structure, our forwards helping out our defense helping out our goaltender, allowing him to play better. And I have no suspicion that he won't bounce back and play well when he does go back in net.